can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Darrell Henderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st down, Daniels. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up. Check 3, check it.
To throw again, Daniels. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Samuels, 76 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Wild Bill. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
2nd and 6. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'm coming. Check the backer. Check 37.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Ready? 56. That's right. 56. Record.
Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Let's go. I'm coming after you.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Buddy up. 56. Check 56. Hey, I'm coming.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a hole,
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
We got this.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I got you. I got you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Y'all not ready. Sled, ready.
They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. You don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
It's our deal. It's our deal. Hey, it's our house.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Daniels. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right there, 56. No chance. Big Ed.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is the tight end fan. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down, it's Henderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. He'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first and 10, Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw. Daniels, flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Daniels. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he is out of bounds here. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be first and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come again. Watch out.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
51 the mic. I'm here all day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by Penny. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. Flushed out right. He can run. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Mark 56. Mark 56.
On first down, Henderson. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Zoom, zoom. What?
They're going to look to throw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 56.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 16-yard line.
Off play action. Daniels rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Again, it's Henderson. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
to throw here. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
2nd and 14. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A game of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, they'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
56, Mike.
They'll drop to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better fit. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike 56, Mike 50. Let's go one more. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, come on. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Back to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the safety creep. Let's switch, let's switch, let's switch. Check Check 43.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check 56. Check Mike. 56 is Mike. 56 is Hayward. Win championships, baby. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
I got him.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for two to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Second down and inches. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Broncos send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.